Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Plant Spot. Today I wanted to talk to you about the Paloraense. Such a pretty plant. I don't see it spotlighted enough. So let's talk about it a little bit. If you like this type of content, stick around. Alright guys, I want to take a quick minute to introduce myself for anybody that's new to the community. My name is Justa, and as you can tell, I love plants. So if you're new, welcome, and if you're coming back, thank you. Alright, as I mentioned in the intro, today I wanted to talk about the Paloraense. Now, this is one of those plants that I don't see featured or talked about very much in the plant community. This plant was found in a small town, let's see what my notes say, in a small village called Palora between the Andes and the Amazon basin. It is native to Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru, and it is an epiphyte. Now, for those of you that don't know what an epiphyte means, it likes to grow on trees. So in essence, it really doesn't need soil. It gets its nutrients from the rain that falls and that type of thing, the bugs, yada yada. This plant does prefer a little bit more humidity in my experience. I got this plant from Ecuador. It was about yay high. So all of this is new growth. I've had this plant, I want to say, a little over 6 months. And what's interesting to me is the way that it morphs. So if you look here, you can see these are the immature leaves. So there are no lobes, nothing very descriptive. But as she starts to mature and grow, you start to get these tri-leaves, which to me is really cool. It's very reminiscent of another plant that I have that I'll feature at another date. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but yeah, very pretty leaf pattern. So let's talk a little bit about the care. This particular plant lives right here in the plant room. In this corner, it was actually featured on the West Wall tour. I water this plant when the pole is crunchy at the bottom. So when I can hear a crunch, I don't water the pot, I water the pole. And that is about every 7 to 10 days. This room stays a little bit humid and warm due to the volume of plants that are in here. So I don't find myself having to water her that often. As far as the light, she gets, I would say, bright light, because in the corner that she lives in over here off of the plant wall, she's getting filtered light from above, and then I've got this grow light, this Barina grow light right here, where she's getting a little bit more direct light. Now, being from the rainforest, that tells us that this plant, being an epiphyte growing up, that it would enjoy brighter light, right? And it's seeking that humidity. So in this condition that I have her in, I'm meeting those goals. As far as the soil, I do have her in a chunky mix, the one that I've always shown you guys that I use. So basically it's cocoa coir, cocoa chunks, orchid bark, charcoal, perlite, and a little bit of worm castings. So because these plants don't necessarily need to grow in dirt, you want something that's going to be well draining, free draining. And remember, I've told you this before, philodendrons have a propensity for root rot. So you want to make sure that you're giving them something, putting them in something where the water just flows through. As far as fertilization, you guys know I'm a proponent of fertilizing with every watering. Now, we're approaching fall, and a lot of people will tell you you only fertilize in the summer or the spring, but I I believe you should fertilize as long as your plants are exhibiting growth. And as we can see here at the top, she's getting ready to push out another leaf, which is very cool. I'm hoping this one will be a little longer than her last one, which was this one right here. So yeah, I fertilize throughout the year. Let's see. Flip my page here real quick. Not that page. Sorry about that. But I want to make sure I touch on all of the topics that I wanted to hit. I have not propagated this plant, but it would be like propagating any other philodendron in between the nodes. So you can see she is attached to this pole, but if I were to take a top cut, I would probably cut somewhere in here. I can actually cut, let's see if she'll let this go. No. I would actually cut further up because you can see she has these adventitious roots. And if you were to put these in, I don't know, soil or water, she would root from there. And then the cutting where you cut, she would push out another bud or new growth from there. So propagation should be fairly simple for this one and straightforward. Even though I haven't tried it, I'm almost 100% sure that it shouldn't be a difficult endeavor. Toxic, yes. Unfortunately, this one is toxic, and I would keep it out of the reach of, you know, small children and pets. But saying all of that, what's not to love? Look at these leaves. If you're like me and my husband, where we're empty nesters and we have a little pooch that doesn't mess with plants, this would be a good one to consider. Now, would I recommend this one to somebody that's just starting out? Yes and no. For one, this plant I have not seen for sale here in the States. I've only seen it as an import. And I find that when you import plants, they are a little bit more challenging to get established. They take a little longer to acclimate to your conditions. You know, think about it. They're coming from, I don't know, Thailand, Ecuador, wherever you might source something out of the country. And then they have to travel and sit in customs. And by the time they get to you, they're totally stressed and freaked out from being in a box for so long in the dark. If you were to import this plant, my suggestion would be, once you get it, take it out. Don't try to pot it. Put it in water. And let those roots try to absorb. Well, assess your roots first and then place it in water and let it try to acclimate. Give it a little bit of time, and potentially maybe a couple days later you could pot it up. But on a scale of 1 to 10 for a newbie, I would say maybe a 4. I find that this plant can be a little bit challenging. And as a new plant parent, I wouldn't want you to purchase something that would crush that experience for you, right? So I want you to grow plants and be happy about them. Now, for my more seasoned viewers, I would definitely recommend this plant. And for you seasoned guys, I would probably say about a 7. You just have to be a little bit patient with her. When you first get her, she'll be a little wobbly and probably a little shaky. I do believe you can actually get this from Ecuador, California, or Florida. And if you were able to get it from the States, the transition would probably be a little less hard for the plant. In other words, she would acclimate a little bit quicker. But yeah, I think this is one of those plants that we should take a look at. Nobody talks about it. It has this beautiful jungle vibe. The leaves are absolutely gorgeous. I like the difference. You know, it's not like your Florida, right? Where it's got like the Batman leaves. And it's not like the elegance that has more of a fern type leaf. This one is unique all by itself. The way it has the trilobes and the way they hang is very cool. And my understanding is that they can get up to 2 feet long. So imagine that with the long lobes and, you know, that center point. I think that would be really, really cool. So you see, I'm gushing over it. I don't know that I can. I'm getting directions over here to turn the plant this way and that way. He sits behind the camera and says nothing but gives me directions. And I did write a date on here. I actually got this plant in October of 23, so I've had her for about a year. I'm good with the growth that she's given me in that year, considering, you know, I got her pretty small. I've gotten quite a few leaves and she seems to be happy and adapting very well. So guys, if you like this type of content, please come back and share with a friend. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Talk to me about this. Had you seen this plant before? Yeah, like, subscribe, and share. Talk to you guys real soon. Bye.